In today's Feldenkrais lesson, I will show you how to improve the mobility of your low back and to reduce pain in that area. So please find yourself a comfortable space on the floor, hit the subscribe button and enjoy the lesson. Please lie down on your back. Rest with long arms and legs and sense the overall contact that you're making with the floor. Bring your awareness to your low back area and sense the distance between your low back and the ground. Is there a big space? Or is your low back close to the ground? Also compare your left to your right side of the low back. Is one side closer to the ground than the other one? Most of us have a preference in terms of the direction we want to roll your pelvis to. And you might be able to sense this preference when you compare the left and the right side of your low back in relation to the ground. Now slowly bring both legs to standing, so your feet are flat on the ground. And once your feet are standing, you will probably notice that your low back is closer to the ground than before. Now cross your right leg over your left leg. So your left foot remains on the ground and the right leg is resting on your left leg. And now slowly let both legs sink to the right side towards the ground and then bring the legs back to the middle. And repeat this movement a few times. So your knees are sinking to the right towards the floor and then you bring them back to the middle. Notice how the contact point on your left foot changes as your knees are sinking to the right. And also notice how close do your knees get to the ground. It's not necessary to touch the ground and you shouldn't force your knees in that direction. Just let them sink and notice what is the comfortable range in this movement. Breathe freely while doing the movement. And notice your pelvis. As your knees sink to the right, you will also notice that your pelvis will roll to the right side. And does your low back come closer to the ground on the right side as the knees are sinking to the right? Your spine might be reacting to the movement. And how far upwards does this movement travel? Can you notice anything in your chest or in your shoulders? Maybe as your knees are sinking to the right side, one shoulder is making more contact with the ground and the other shoulder will make less contact with the ground. And is your head reacting to the movement? Some of you will notice that even the head reacts to this movement. Now slowly bring the movement to a stop and uncross your legs and bring both feet to standing again. Now lift both arms towards the ceiling. So your arms are perpendicular to the floor, your elbows are straight, and turn your arms in such a way that your palms are facing each other. Then bring your hands together so your palms are touching. And now your arms are forming the shape of a triangle. Again, make sure to keep the elbows straight. And now, while doing the next movement, always make sure that the elbows remain straight. Please move the arm triangle to the left and then back towards the middle. And repeat this movement a few times, just to the left and back to the middle. So the shape of the triangle remains the same. You move it to the left and back to the middle. Allow yourself to breathe freely. Allow your chest to become soft as you move the triangle to the left. Notice what your head is doing. Allow your head to roll to the left side. Your eyes can actually follow the hands as you move the triangle to the right and back to the middle. Where can you make the movement easier? It doesn't have to be a big movement, but try to make it easy and try to make it smooth. Notice your two shoulders As you're moving the triangle to the left, you will notice that the left shoulder will have more contact with the ground and the right shoulder will have less contact with the ground. It might even lift away from the ground. So pay attention to this movement and keep breathing all the while. When do you breathe in and when do you breathe out? Allow your face to become soft and your lips are gently touching while you're doing the movement. Don't press your lips together. And then bring this movement to a stop and bring both arms back onto the ground again. And now cross your legs again. It's again the right leg crossed over your left leg. And now please let your knees sink to the right side again. And notice, do they come closer to the ground already? Repeat this movement a few times just to notice if there is any difference. And then bring the movement to a stop. Uncross your legs and then lengthen them and rest once more with long arms and legs. And while resting, notice your low back again. Has the space between the low back and the ground changed? And is there a difference between the left and the right side of your low back? Maybe the difference is even bigger than before, or maybe the difference is less. Just notice what you can sense. And if you want to, you can watch this video again and repeat the same movements to the other side. Or you can just stay with these sensations. If you want to do the full lesson, please check the video description for more details. Thank you.